everyone. I'm Sheldon Baker, editor for Innovision Health Media, and my guest today on Healthy Bytes is Dr. Jacob Teitelbaum. Dr. Teitelbaum is one of the most frequently quoted post-viral CFS, fibromyalgia, energy, sleep, and pain medical authorities in the world. He is the lead author of 8 studies and 3 medical textbook chapters on the effective treatment of fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome. Dr. Teitelbaum has also written numerous books and is the author of the best-selling From Fatigue to Fantastic. Dr. Teitelbaum, welcome and thank you for joining me on Healthy Bytes.
Aloha and welcome, Sheldon, and to everybody out there. And for those of you working with the obesity epidemic, which is pretty much all of us, we're going to have some important information for you today.
Today, we're going to talk about menopausal women and hormone replacement therapy, which is also referred to as HRT. Research presented at the recent Menopause Society 2025 meeting in Orlando, Florida, showed that menopausal women who took tirzepatide had 28% more weight loss if they were on hormone replacement therapy versus those menopausal women who were not on HRT. Please translate, doctor, if you will, what's significant about that finding?
Well, that's massive. And if you look at it, if a woman has a 20-pound weight loss with tirzepatide, or a man, but if a woman has it and she's on hormone replacement therapy, if she was not on hormone replacement therapy, she would only have had a 15-pound weight loss, to even less than that often. But what this really points to is the importance of menopause and menopause in weight gain. We know that these hormone deficiencies trigger metabolic syndrome, which causes massive weight gain, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, the spare tire, the whole thing. The recent FDA movement to recognize, finally catch up what the research is showing, which is that these bioidentical hormones are safe and effective, will have a major impact on not just health, but on the obesity epidemic.
Your own published research on patients, mainly women with hormonal imbalances from chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia, showed an average of 32.5-pound weight gain. What's your conclusion about the role of hormones and weight gain? And is there an inverse silver lining here?
Well, see, here's the thing. We're seeing, as you mentioned, people with chronic stress disorders. It can be stress from infections, stress from nutritional deficiencies, poor sleep, or just stress from watching what we call the news media, which is big propaganda change, trying to make everybody afraid and fearful and hating each other. I mean, basically stress. Any of these kinds of stress suppress the key control center in your brain called the hypothalamus. It causes hormonal deficiencies, thyroid and reproductive hormones. It causes poor sleep. It causes a host of problems contributing to the epidemic of obesity. What this is telling us, what my research shows as well, is that obesity is preventable with a couple simple measures. HRT, bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, is just one of those when people approach menopause and menopause.
From an integrative medical perspective, how can we use this knowledge to reduce what I think you referred to earlier as the obesity epidemic in America?
Well, number one, it's important to realize that one of the main ways that the low estrogen contributes to weight gain is insulin resistance. It's metabolic syndrome. There are simple things, Antonia latiflora, as in sucantrol-D, berberine. These are simple nutrients, herbals that can improve insulin sensitivity. You want to optimize nutrient status with a good multivitamin. Many nutrients, magnesium is one example, vitamin D, others are all important in these kind of things too. Certainly we know that avoiding excess stress, going for walks, getting exercise in the sunshine, all of these things. So obesity is not something fixed in stone. It's something caused by the American diet and lifestyle. And as holistic practitioners, we can guide people to, one, cut out the sugar, cut out the white flours, switch to whole grains, go for exercise, get the hormone replacement therapy if that's something that appeals to you, using bioidentical hormones, get sleep, which makes a major difference, and get a good multivitamin. You do simple measures. And if we start to see signs of metabolic syndrome, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, do the Sucantrel D, do the berberine, do the multivitamin, do simple things to improve insulin sensitivity. It's not rocket science. It's not hard.
Why are we so overweight? And maybe I should say, why are Americans so overweight? And what factors would you say play a role in making us so fat?
So, number one, the increase in sugar and white flour is causing insulin resistance. That causes us to turn our calories directly into fat, and then sets up the spiral of obesity and metabolic syndrome. We're a sedentary society. It used to be if you wanted to go visit somebody 3 miles away, you walked. Maybe you rode a horse. Now you get in a car. Most people aren't even breaking away from the screens long enough to do that. Low sunshine. Vitamin D deficiency will cause weight gain. It causes metabolic syndrome. So, and then the stress of modern life causes suppression of what a key control center called the hypothalamus in the brain, which triggers a cascade, as we showed in our research, average 32.5-pound weight gain. So this is a disease of modern life, and it's totally modifiable.
We're also hearing a lot about ultra-processed foods these days. That's also a culprit?
Absolutely. You look at the 18% of our calories come from added sugar, another 18% from white flour. And these drive obesity. Ask any farmer. They're not going to give a cattle or their geese a bunch of fat, but they want to make them fat. They give them carbs. They carb load, and that fattens them up.
As presented in your bestseller, From Fatigue to Fantastic, how does the SHINE protocol open a pathway to overall better health, and why does sleep play such an important role in our overall health equation?
So what we find is that a lot of the illnesses of modern life, including obesity, chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, long COVID, chronic pain, are related to the chronic stress of poor diet, basically many things in life, suppressing that hypothalamic control center. That controls sleep. When you don't sleep, research shows 30% increased risk of obesity, average 6.5-pound weight gain from inadequate sleep. It also causes insulin resistance. This control center also controls the hormonal systems, thyroid, adrenal, ovarian, testicular, and these hormones being low cause weight gain. It'll trigger other problems too. It's a key control center. But this is kind of a missing link that ties a lot of these things together.
If a person who says that, I want to lose weight, or I just want to be careful of what I eat, what kind of diet do you recommend?
Number one, keto diet can be very helpful for those who like to do that, but cut down sugar, cut down white flour, cut down junk, basically ultra-processed foods. It'll make a big difference. It's funny, the guys even more than the gals. But these simple dietary changes are an important first step in losing weight.
And it's okay to cheat every now and then, isn't it? Especially during the holidays, say, or a special event?
Again, it's not just okay to cheat, it's critical. We're not here. It's funny, you have all these things saying, if you want to live to be 100, give up everything you enjoy. And why would you want to bother living to be 100? Things that feel good feed our soul. The trick is save it, save your cheats for things that give you the most pleasure, a dessert to die for. And have just little bits of it. When you're at the dessert table during the holidays, take a couple tablespoons of your favorite thing, walk away from the serving dish, and then savor it without guilt. Otherwise, you inhale, if you're guilty, you inhale the first few bites, you don't even taste it, and then you keep going back for more and more and more. So a few bites, walk away from the serving dish, savor without guilt. Enjoy it.
And I reference ultra-processed foods. It's a problem in this country, in the U.S., not so much in other countries. I've spent a lot of time overseas, and I very rarely see an overweight person.
It's funny, a friend of ours from the Netherlands came to visit, and she didn't speak English very well. And we took her out to eat, and she's sitting there, and she's putting the food, and she's trying to get across. And what she said is, "There's no food in this food." And that kind of says it. That's not food. We're eating a bunch of chemical garbage. And you'll see in Europe where people are walking around more, they're bicycling, and they're eating real food. You don't see the obesity epidemic.
Dr. Teitelbaum, I appreciate you being here today and talking about weight loss and weight gain and the menopausal study. Appreciate your time.
Sheldon, always a pleasure to be with you and with the rest of you. Aloha and be well.
I'm Sheldon Baker, and thanks to all of you for watching Innovision Health Media's Healthy Bites.